We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store.
Between the Washington Commanders
and the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Hey, 0-0-0.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Zebra. Touch 50.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
What? 14. Go.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Look left. 95.
Play action. Now Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip.
Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up, because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Looking to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. On the move past the 40. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue
to pull out a port? These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe with them still on the dock.
Play action. It's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
19.
They go play action with Wilson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
36 power.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 4th down, here's Wilson. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Gibson again. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds. The tight end in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Touchdown Broncos. K.J. Hamler as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. McManus's point after is good. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And some room, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. They find some open field here. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Down to about the 45. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff as they run the counter play. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41.
That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't good. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. They got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Now Joey Slide for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks is locked in a really bad way.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Slide for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give to Gibson running right.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
In motion comes the tight end left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready. Cougar 19. Let's go. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
19 Sergeant.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw here.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their football.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's into the clear.
And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the...
And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 42 yards.
And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been
at the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. But maybe some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Again, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. The 40. The 20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians. This ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice. Obviously, your training camps, your off season. But on game day, You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Commanders,
they're setting themselves up as a major contender.